Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. There'll be no yelling, no screaming, no jumping from seat to seat, no harassing, no bullying, no name calling, and most importantly, no trolling allowed on this here channel. But nonetheless, and all that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's content, whatever it's gonna be. Ha! What's good with the Gearwrench today, Mr. Jeff? Anything new?
It's a nightmare.
Alright, so we're fucking around here talking about Apex. So
Apex owns Gearwrench, Apex owns Crescent, Apex
Look
owns
at those
Wits.
bad boys.
So
shit.
about them, they're just a multi-cutting tool. They also have some really cool scissors, which everybody laughed about, except
these
for
the
I sold
scissors?
4 cents. No, they
Those
have a
look-
regular
Those are for
scissor.
circumcision.
oh, these things look fucking strong.
So
They're badass.
Somebody was talking about Apex the other day. I think it was GVR Tools or something like that. Those are nice, man.
these are cool. Not as cool as those because these are made in the USA. So that's what I thought was the best thing out of those.
But same company though.
So yes, same company.
But one's not.
So this weekend we got to go to Las Vegas, met with some of the Gearwrench people. They had their NASCAR race there, invited us up. And one of the cool things, I got to talk to the lady that's in control of Crescent. And she said that they're making a big press to try to bring their brand back. Because there's a lot of options back in the past and they've kind of dwindled away. The only downside for us, like as tool dealers, is Crescent and Wiz can be sold at Home Depot too. But they make great products.
Is those the only two things you got from
Newest
them?
Milwaukee.
So right now, this is the only 2 things I have. The scissors, there was a couple different ones that I have
Okay.
on their way.
Oh. I don't know. It doesn't look Rambo enough for me.
Full tang, baby, all the way out the back. You can pound on that thing.
Everybody that's outside of California can look at it and be like, yeah, what's the big deal?
Yeah, what's the
Here
big
in
deal?
California, you can't have a
Double
double H
blade.
blade.
Double edged blade, yeah.
I'm sure the way they get away with that is that it's serrated on one side.
Right.
Cool company that you don't hear much about, they don't make a huge amount of stuff, is Bondhouse.
Who?
So, Bondhouse.
Bondhouse.
They do lots of Torx, Allens, Hex, T-handles, things of that sort, but they're all metal. It's a metal T. Actually, a guy from New Zealand was the one that turned me onto these. He's like, well, I don't want to buy the ones that will twist off. So I've been selling these for about the past year, but another thing that's made me
Worth it or no?
Yeah, absolutely. That set right there is the metric set. It's 2mm to 10mm, and it's
2
only
up to 10.
$39.
And they cover 2.5.
Yeah.
Sweet. What's this Suntech?
That is actually from a customer. He bought multiple of these, used them for over 6 months, and then he said, hey, these are really good for tire shop guys that can't afford very much. It's an old copy of, it looks like an Ingersoll Rand.
Yeah.
They're only about 450 foot-pounds, but for the average guy at a tire shop that's new,
I say it's got a lot of air cap feature kind of to it, to be honest. I don't know if I'm feeling an Ingersoll Rand here so much as I am an air cat kind of a feel like they're cheaper end. Huh. That's nice though. $100.
Yeah.
Huh.
Next best thing is your shaker siphon, dude. So,
Yeah, I got one of those. You know, to this day, I still haven't used mine.
hey, well,
We tried to use Shane's a couple times, and then, I don't know what, we use a fuel pump now. So we just use an old fuel pump, hook it up with some wire, and it just, I'm like, well, that was free.
the old lady's not taking care of you, you can get your practice in.
Oh, shit. To create a vacuum. Go, baby, go! Fucking.
Whoa.
We'll probably use that segment.
That's what I can put together and make it work.
Oh, shit. All right, hey, I see you're carrying the Milwaukee blades. You don't like the Diablo. There's also Dual. I think even Bosch makes a set, but everyone's liking these torch style ones, huh?
Yeah, so this is something that was new. I had got the multi-blades before, but I bought these because they're all designed for metal. So I had a guy doing a leaf spring and had to cut the through bolt on the leaf spring perch. So he was like, son of a bitch, I got 3 blades. I bought those, he used them, he said that they were excellent. He was really happy with them.
How do you feel about Astro? I know this is just a plastic trim tool kit, but Astro tools in general. You use a lot of those or sell a lot?
I do.
Yeah.
Their die grinder set is excellent. I don't think you can find a better burr set for that price.
And it's got the comfort grip or plastic grip. That's
yeah,
got to be
it's like
nice.
A composite
But
kind
it
of
comes
grip.
with the burrs.
With the burrs.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a whole box full of burrs.
155. You get all the carbide bits. Was that a
8-piece set.
8-piece set. Plastic handles. So that's nice because in the wintertime when it gets cold,
Right.
fucking hands are freezing. All
Doesn't
right.
stop it, but it does help.
That's fucking sweet, man. That's a
Astro
good
has
fucking
some
deal.
Really cool stuff. They have some cheap jank stuff too. I just try to watch what I'm buying.
How's this
So,
all about?
You
Sorry.
smash your fucking knuckles off.
This is
that,
another
man.
Astro one that's ONYX. That's like a subsidiary of them.
Sander. Yes.
Yeah, body shop
Use
guys
that
will
for
use it.
fucking rotors, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
On the car.
Non-directional finish, man. Truing up the hub, bro.
Never used one myself. Body shop guys were buying them 3 years ago, saying, "Oh, you got to get it when you're getting in the crevices of like little window areas, things like that."
Right.
to get down and see.
That's cool. Oh shit. Oh, this is a fucking good tool. So the one that I had originally got was from Blue Point, but I did see that Lang rebranded, or it was a
Lang-
rebranded Lang, or
Correct.
who
Yeah.
originally made it.
So Lang makes it. If you look at the Cornwall ones, it was a part number RB279. This is a part number 279. So Lang, I believe, is making them for everybody.
Uh-huh. I loved it. I love having it, to be honest.
Yeah.
The other ones that I like are,
originally a long time ago.
Shane's got this single piston deal made out of metal that you squeeze and it just like opens up. It's fucking cool.
Then I have huge hands, so I never liked that one. The ratcheting style. just
Ratchet
seemed like
one's
that
my
was
favorite.
More efficient.
For the double piston, for sure. Single piston, have hit and miss on if it actually fits.
Well, there's a guy that's out on the Marine base. He says he does lots of heavy duty Fords, 250, 350, 450s. He bought one of those when I had the Cornwall branded ones on sale, and now he swears by it. He's bought a second one that he's given to his father-in-law, so he swears by them, even using them on the bigger things.
Any likes or dislikes with the Gearwrench flex head flare nut wrenches?
The only thing that I saw so far that I don't like about them is I got a couple of them that they were already loose. That's a manufacturing problem.
With the
I think
Torx, right?
Yeah.
It's because of the damn thread lock that they use. I've had the same problem with other brands. I was telling everyone, I had this Icon Ratchet, the hex already backed off on it, but it's not the first time I've had that issue. Snap-on's giving me that issue, Mac's giving me that issue, Matco, and now you're saying the Gearwrench too, so.
Everybody has an issue like that from time to time. Those ones, I mean, they're really easy to warranty out. So that one has one that's loose. I've already ordered it. It'll be here.
I don't wonder why
on
they don't just
Friday.
put red Loctite on like I do.
I don't know.
Any rate, rock and roll. We got the 120 XP fixed head that's out right now. We got the 84 tooth comfort grip. We got the swivel or the universal style here. That's also, I believe, in an 84 tooth. 120 XP. You gonna survive? 84 tooth. This is the stubby right here. So if you wanted a stubby 3/8, you had that option. Here's a flex head, 84. And then there's a 120. This is the fixed head design that they have. There's another 84. I don't know why would you want to go 84, but I guess 120 is the newer one. Some people just like 84, I guess. Here's a comfort grip. Here's their 3/8 universal one right here. This is the style that I prefer over, like, you know, when it comes to the ratchets. I just like the weird angle that they come with. Now, I don't know how well I'd like the comfort grip option because I do like the bare handle effect, but it being a 84 tooth ratchet, I do like the leverage behind it and that weird kind of angle to it. Here's the 120 XP flex head. Here's your comfort grip 1/2 inch big dog. Here's a longer handle 120 XP, and then here's a breaker bar fixed head style, and then of course just another small 84 tooth. For adapters, we got anywhere from 1/4 inch to 3/8, 3/8 to 1/4 inch, then we got 1/2 inch to 3/8, then we got 3/8 to 1/2 inch impact and chrome, depending on what your flavor is. Then from here, I believe you got, yeah, 3/4 to 1 inch. Big dog shit right there. So, hammers, I think there's Wilton is a company, I think. Is it Wilton, right?
Yes, Wilton.
Yeah, Wilton making the big dog hammers. Pretty legit hammers from what I've heard from other people. I think Trusty Cook makes some of the other ones here, like maybe the Gearwrench ones, if I remember correctly, and also the Cornwall ones. Here's some soft dead blows. So if you guys were looking at those. And I'm gonna be grabbing up some of this Real Tree Cajun Seasoning. I'm kind of curious, Louisiana made, huh? For my Southerners. Let's try that out later. I'm gonna pick a few of those up. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna make my payment and get the hell out of here. So I'll see you guys back at the house for beer, and then I'll answer some Q&A that you guys have been asking me questions on over the last couple of days. So see you in a minute. Quick tip for the day. Absolutely love these monster style wobble or universal spark plug magnetic sockets, especially on the Triton V8 spark plugs. So after we take a little schmutz and spray it on down the tube, what you're gonna want to do is on these ones, get yourself a nice little breaker bar ratchet, lightly tighten, and then back them off and loosen them. And I prefer going by hand on these specifically because it's super easy to break the crap out of the spark plug, and you don't want that to happen. I know there's a specialty toolkit, but you don't want to have to do all that if you can avoid it. So there's your tip for the day. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. So today was Gearwrench Tuesday. We're talking September hot tool buys for the month coming out of the September Pro Tech catalog. I'm gonna do something a little bit different with this month's catalog review. Usually I try to go through, find all the good things that I've had experience with, the bad things that I've had bad experience with, and I try to break it down for you by price and share with you some of the cheaper deals, the locations you can get these tools from elsewhere for a fraction of the cost. I'm not going to do that this time, since you guys already know that you can go to various websites or platforms to purchase these things. We've already previously discussed like Amazon or going to Sears or Lowe's and wait for the Black Friday sales event coming up and go for the Christmas sales events coming up. I always encourage you guys to check those things out. But today I think we're just going to focus solely on some of the things that I thought were hot deals of the month. How hot, you ask? So hot, it's Cajun Seasoning hot. That's right, from your favorite state, Louisiana. They made some real tree Cajun seasoning that you could put on any meat. That's what they say. I'm hoping to try this out on some chicken or some steak. I gave one of these to the wife. I picked up 2 more. I also picked up some new Koozies, some real tree magnetic Koozies. Now, we did try this out, and I don't have a video clip to show you, but take my advice for it. You can't, okay, maybe not take my advice for it. Fine. I'll put in a full bottle of water, 12 ounces. Let's go ahead and pan on over to the magnetic locker here. All I'm saying is that there's not enough grip on the magnet to support the weight of a beer, soda, or water. So, okay, well, it kind of does on this one. Maybe our fridge wasn't very magnetized. All I'm saying is exercise with caution, okay? If you want to put a full can in there, use caution. Clearly it's holding up pretty good. On the fridge it started to slide, so I think it really depends on how much metal it's being stuck to, or what the I don't know, chemical makeup of it is. All right, let's get back on topic here. Anyways, cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying your work week so far. Let's get into the September Pro Tech catalog. Now I've already gone through this, and I've used a red Sharpie to highlight some things so that way I could stay on track in here of things that I thought were of good value, or tools that I think you should consider looking up yourself or potentially shopping for, because I get questions from time to time. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? So I'm just going to share it with you in this catalog. Now, I didn't put a star next to this because everyone already knows about this, but Astro Pneumatic Tool Company actually makes this digital tire inflator that everybody uses. Blue Point makes one. I think it's rebranded Astro. Matco makes one, rebranded Astro. You get it, okay? But at any rate, $103, $105. Look for yourself, see if you can save some money elsewhere, but overall, it's one of those handy items that you're gonna want. Doesn't matter what level you are. In California, it is state law that we must set tire pressure on any car that comes in a shop. You're gonna use it. It's gonna be a go-to tool. So why not invest, a little bit of money in a really good tire inflator? And I like the digital kind myself. The other one, someone was asking me what I thought about tapping die kits. Now I got a Matco one, but it is rebranded IRWIN. Ergo, I'm giving it up to IRWIN here. They got a 76-piece machine screw, SAE, and metric tap die and hex set for $325. Hope you guys can see that. At any rate, I think that it's been phenomenal. I've had mine for years now. I haven't had not one break. You use them, you spray a little WD-40 or ATF on them as you're tapping stuff out, and then go from there. I know that I don't always show the entire process in my videos, but believe me, I like to spray a little WD-40 on. I find that that works best for me. But you can use whatever kind of lube that you want. It doesn't always show up in video though. Another thing that I thought was actually really good deal, and maybe it's not, I don't know, you always have to let me know. ATD 3-piece Deadblow hammer set, high impact comfort grip. Kind of reminds me of the ones that I've seen at Harbor Freight and at the auto parts store. $33.99, 3-piece Deadblow set. That's pretty good. Now I've got 2 pieces. I bought them separately and I paid about 25 bucks I think in total. So for a few extra bucks I would have got a big dog one or the mid-size one. Instead I have a small one and I got a bigger one. Another thing that kind of got my attention was this Lang. It's an 856 series extra long pin punches with handle and striking cap. So these look pretty awesome because sometimes you're going to run into situations where you have to use pin punch or a drift pin. You have drift pins that you have to use a pin punch for, and I never really liked the ones that, you know, they were all by themselves and they're about yay big, and you're sitting there and your hands are all oily and greasy and you're tapping away and they slide off. Sometimes you drop them. I thought it was actually pretty cool that they have the long reach ones with the handle, because most times I run into that. I've got plenty of room to maneuver. I just wanted something a little bit longer. I think for 65 bucks, that's a hell of a deal. Valve stem core mover, didn't cover on these, but I actually do like this style here. What I like about it the most, looking at it through the catalog's point of view, is it appears to be a non-marring, non-scarring, heavy-duty plastic of some kind. It says heavy-duty polymer to resist scratching alloy wheels. How many times you got customers come in, brand new rims, you're afraid to scratch them, so what do? You usually roll a cloth up, double fold it over, hope to God you didn't mar or scar it. Now you don't have to with this heavy-duty polymer, so that might be worthwhile in checking out. $11. $11, your boss is gonna thank you if you didn't screw up that, you know, $400 rim or $1,000 rim, depending on if you work at Maserati or if you work at Jiffy Lube. All right, cooking and booking on over to the SP Tool Air lineup. So I have an SP 3/8 drive sealed head design ratchet. Been using it for years. Now I use it intermittently because I actually have a cordless sealed head with Milwaukee, but this sealed head design was one of the first designs that I saw was on the Mac Tools truck. Later on down the road, found out that SP Air Tools actually makes it, and let me tell you, been thoroughly impressed with it so far. Now I use it intermittently, but it still keeps on ticking away, man. I can put it on air and it just works. I also like the breakaway strength behind it. By just shoving on it, breaks it loose. Have never had a gear slip. Moving on to the SP Tool Air Saw or Body Saw. They had this in here. I don't know if it's a good deal or not, but they're saying 276, 5300 SPM, 0.47 inch of a stroke length, Swivel air inlet, rear air exhaust, cut steel, FRP, rubber, resin objects, gear-driven system for smoother cuts, and comes with a 10-pack of replaceable blades. So, on point. If you're a body guy or you do a lot of body work, might be something to consider and get into. 3-inch reversible flex head cutoff tool with free 10-pack of discs by SP Air, $243.50. Okay, so I was looking at this cutoff wheel. I think I paid $180 or $2 something for the snap-on one that I have, and it is not a flex head. This is a game changer. How many times have you been in an awkward situation where you have to actually, you wish the head would flex a little bit or just give you a better angle? Well, now you can. They have it right here in the catalog. So I thought that was actually kind of new and innovative, and I wanted to share that with you guys and get your thoughts and opinions. Okay, we've covered Ingersoll Rand in the past with the air hammer. Some of you like it, some of you don't. We've covered Milwaukee tools in the past. Some of you love it, very few don't. So let's go over here to Tool Grid now. We'll check it out. So they have all these different adapters that you can put into this pegboard grid lock kind of thing that you can put wrenches, ratchets, screwdrivers, sockets, you name it, pliers. They have just about an adapter for just about anything on there. Something else that I noticed too, talking about organization, they do have some form of, I think Tool Widget makes one that JRC54 and Rust Belt have been talking about a lot, but they do have this one. It's made by, is it going to give us the name? It does not give us the name. It just says CUR-TBW-VW10 Modular Vertical Wrench Organizer Kits. Holds up to 10 wrenches, add more, etc. $23.25, but they're giving you enough to basically fit 10 in for that price. But again, Tool Widget makes it. I don't know all the pricing details on that. You might want to talk to either Rust Belt or JRC about that. Another thing that I actually both like and dislike, I love the color scheme, the military scheme that they got going on with the SunX box. $1,250. Not a bad deal for a heavy duty cart. Now, have I owned one? No. One of the main things that I told you guys I don't like is the slide lock latch system that they have here. I had too many issues with carts like that had that, and just that style alone I tried to get completely away from, which is why I went the Matco route. Been loving that Jamestown. The only thing that I miss is my work surface, okay? I do like the fact I don't have to reach down into this deep drawer anymore and pull stuff out and mac the drawers on the way out. So that's been kind of nice, not having to deal with that, and I don't have that stupid lock-unlock button thing anymore, so that's been nice having to deal with. And when I need to use a stainless steel top, I do. I fold it down and I use it as a work surface, but now I can't open my drawers, so I have to hope that I have all the tools out that I'm going to use when I'm putting an exhaust manifold on a head, or I'm setting valves in, or the lifters down, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So when you're putting the head together, it's nice to have a work surface before you go dropping it onto an engine, and it just makes life a lot easier. Aluminum heads, I've had cast iron on top of that thing. It's a stainless steel top. It's heavy duty. That's what I bought it for. That was my intended use. Okay, vessels. Looking at these vessels, I never heard of vessel screwdrivers before. I have heard of the Wera. I haven't tried the Wera yet, but I was actually impressed with the design feature and how they have this organizer with them. These ones have a wood handle. I don't know about you guys, but when I think wood handles, I'm thinking like dad, granddad, first screwdrivers you ever grabbed had the wood handle before you started grabbing the plastic ones from Craftsman. The wood handle one, man, that brings back some memories right there. I'd love to actually buy a set of those. Set goes for $110. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like an 8-piece set. Number 2, number 1, number 3, and stubby. So, all right, let's go on to the Gearwrench hot tool buys for the month. These are the things that stood out to me in the ProTech catalog. So right over here to the left, we're going to start off. This has the metric Allens, SAE Allens. It has Torx bits, tampered Torx. It has the long reach with the ball on the Allen for SAE and metric. And they're just covering so much in this thing. $233.99, plus you get a free 3-piece indexing pry bar set. So I had to put a star next to that. I always love getting stuff for free. Thinking about how much some of the other ones cost from lesser name brands and how very little they come with, I'm thinking that that's a pretty smoking deal. You guys can do your own research and price hunting. I'm just sharing with you guys what I think is a smoking deal. So overall, if I'm looking at a catalog, yeah, this might be something that I definitely consider for sure. Another thing that I'm looking at here that I thought was a smoking deal for my guys out there that don't have a combination wrench set and also want a combination stubby wrench set. They have this metric long pattern wrench set with free 20-piece metric and SAE stubby wrench set. So you're getting both, okay? So you're buying this long-handled combination metric wrench set, but you're getting a stubby combination wrench set in both metric and SAE for $279.99. That sounds like a smoking freaking deal. So I've been impressed with the Gearwrench products that I've used so far. I'm still using the 1/4-inch mid-length sockets in chrome. Those things, I should probably do a review on them, show you guys the different situations that I run into where I use them frequently enough. And I've got the 1/4" impact swivel sockets. I believe it's a pin design. Haven't had any binding at all with those. Maybe I'll do a review on those a little bit later. And you guys know that I've had their 120 XP ratchets in the past too, but I've been changing ratchets out, giving some away as I use them, abuse them, put them through test methods, and then I usually give them away through live streams. So you guys know about all that though. Last one we're going to cover here, this is going into a ratchet wrench set. So we got the 12-piece metric combination ratchet wrench set with free 8-piece SAE ratchet wrench set. They do appear to look similar to the ones that I have, but we'll cover the sizes. You're getting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, no skips whatsoever, $195.99. Don't know if the tooth count is different, doesn't say if it's 120 XP. I don't know how many teeth the Gearwrench ones that I bought from 10 years ago are. That set that I originally bought was SAE and metric. It went all the way down to like, what was it, 1/4 inch or something like that, all the way up to 3/4 inch. No skips, but you didn't get a full metric. You didn't get the, well, you got the full SAE, but you didn't get a full metric, because they stopped obviously shy of 19. But I'll tell you, after 10 years of running on these things, I've had absolutely zero problems. I've never had to warranty one out. I can't say zero, I take that back. I did once upon a time use the open end of the 8mm on an extremely weird and awkward position in a very tight space to crack a fastener loose that was rusted in place, and I did open the mouth of it. Lucky for me, I was able to grab a different Gearwrench combination wrench that I had that was of a more recent model that was fixed, non-ratcheting, was able to get the same bite, and I was able to crack it loose. So I guess that was my only issue with the open end, but that's been 10 years. I'm sure they've upgraded since then because their new combination wrenches have been kicking butt for me too. All right, and I'm sure they're kicking butt for somebody else because I think I gave a set away a few years back. So check them out if you haven't already bought in the Gearwrench set. I've got the big dog stuff now. Those are the phenomenal combination wrenches if you're looking for them. Not going to dive too much into the 0-degree offset double box end wrenches, but if you buy the 12-piece metric XL gearbox wrench set with free 9-piece SAE extra large gearbox set, they're saying $329.99. Didn't know if that was a smoking deal. Don't have a need for them at the moment. They were fixed head, not flex head, so I didn't bother putting a star on that one. You guys can let me know. One of the tool deals, I actually thought this was a pretty good deal. Now this might be something that some of my youngsters out there might consider too. 51-piece 1/4 inch drive SAE metric with free 7-piece flex SAE and 12-piece metric flex socket set, $173.99. Now when I originally bought these sets separately, I think I paid $65 or $67 for the metric set, 50-something bucks for the SAE. That was from CarQuest. So I'm already over $130, $120 after tax, and then they're giving you this entire 51-piece 1/4 inch socket set. Here comes with looks like a 1-inch or possibly a 2-inch extension, a 3, possibly 4-inch extension, a universal drive, a fixed head ratchet, and a palm ratchet. Deeps and shallows. Doesn't appear to have any skips, so that's a phenomenal deal. Looking at the ratchet here, they have 4-piece 1/4 inch and 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive flex head ratchet set with free 4-piece 3/8 drive 5-piece 1/4 inch extension set, $233.99. Now you guys know I love me some flex head ratchets. These ones being of the 120 XP. You got your palm style, you got your small style. You know I love the flex head ability. You know I love the bare handle ratchet. I do enjoy a comfort grip from time to time, but the bare handle ratchet rocks. All right, and then I think we had one more tool here that I thought was pretty decent for what it was worth. You're always gonna run into situations where you need this 9-way slide hammer puller set. Now with this 9-way slide puller set, I had to mark this, okay, $151.99. You're gonna be in positions when it comes to hubs, when it comes to pinion shafts, when it comes to pilot bearings, when it comes to just bearings in general. Maybe you're on the side carrier and you have a position there,
maybe you're trying to pull an axle bearing off. There's always a situation where you're going to need a slide hammer at some point. So this says it's a 5-pound slide hammer. I've heard some guys say they wish it was an 8 or a 10. I think you can get an upgrade made by OTC, 152. You guys know I love the ball joint master set kit from OTC. In fact, I actually just recently sold it not too long ago to Beto so he can run it out and use and abuse it. I don't have a need for it anymore, so I hooked him up on a killer deal. But 510 is what that bad boy goes for. Another one here, we got the Parrot sway bar link pliers. Might be worthwhile in investing in, especially if you're doing alignments all the time. Made by CTA. Give you a picture shot there. Okay, this is $42. Thought that was kind of an interesting and innovative product. After that, we run through our fair share of flashlights, pistol flashlights, headlamps, safety glasses, socks, mechanics gloves, Milwaukee heated camo jackets. You got knives, you got Gerbers, we got more flashlights. And on the back here we have the X431 throttle. One scan tool, does it all. Not sure about that, never used it. Be curious to know about pricing and what all it actually covers, but it looks like a nice product just judging off the catalog. All right guys, so that is ProTech September 2019. I want to give a very special thanks to Jeff, our Gearwrench rep, for allowing us to film on the truck, sharing some of his expertise on tool brands, what he feels, how he feels about them, how other people feel about them, what it is that he knows about it. It's always nice to get a professional tool guy's perspective and his knowledge behind it. I've been around tools a long time. He's been around them just a little bit longer, and he does it for a living. So needless to say, sometimes the best information that you can get is from the tool rep himself. So I thoroughly want to say thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that, brother man. I appreciate it. Thank you. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Look, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. You didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. Share if you want to share. Cheers to those of you that have your beers, and we'll see you next time. Deuces. What are you guys still doing here? Video's over with, man. Time to go home. Go do something else. Just get off my damn bus. Links to videos and other channels here on the end screen for you. We'll see you guys later. Now get off my bus. Just go. Get off my bus.